Welcome to another episode of 3-minute videos on the channel. Today is the 81st episode on these MAT videos, and today we'll now be solving question 1I of MAT Oxford 2012. Let's start for a fact about 81. 81 is the fourth power. Interesting, is it? And I have made code words and code names for every number up to 360. And here's my code symbol for 81. Looks interesting, is it? And its code name is called Novent. Now back to the question. Question 1I states circumference 10 centimeters. There's an equilateral triangle inside it. Points X, Y, and Z. We need to find a relationship between the perimeter and the area of this equilateral triangle. It has something to do with 5 over 4 pi. First, let's draw in a few diagonals. You realize, let's call this a side length, and since this is the radius, you can call this the incircle radius, and it's a circumcircle radius. It's R, and 3s equals to perimeter, and there will be a more complicated relationship discussed. Now, we need to find R. So R equals to C over 2 pi. It comes from the definition of circumference. This is the definition of circumference, and then we rearrange it in subcapital R and capital C for the circumference, which is 10. 10 over 2 pi equals to 5 over pi. Interesting, right? Now we can find S. Looking at this diagram, and you know the trigonometry, this will be pi over 3. So sine pi over 3 times R, we will get half of S based on the definition for sine. Because, you know, so katawa. So that means 5 over pi times square root 3 over 2 equals to S over 2. We can take away the over 2 here. That means S is 5 root 3 over pi. Finding the perimeter is easy. So perimeter is 3S equals to 15 root 3 over pi. Then we need to find the area. The area has a little bit more complicated formula. It's root 3s squared over 4. So now we find root 3 over 4 times 5 squared over times 3 over pi squared equals to 4 pi squared. 5 squared times 3 is 75. 75 root 3 over 4 pi squared. 5 over 4 pi. Does this look familiar? Why don't we try dividing A by P? Equals to 75 root 3 over 4 pi squared. You know how to divide fractions? Flip the other and multiply. Then we can take away 15 root 3 from here to get 5 here. We can take off pi, and then we can take off pi, and then bingo, we are left with 5 over 4 pi. So there we have it. We have found a simple relationship between A and P. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little discussion, and just to let you know, triangles centers get really confusing, especially in center and circumcenter. So circumcenter is the center of the circumcircle, and R in this case is circumradius. If the triangle was so big that its sides touch the circle, you would have what is called an incircle. And this will represent my small r just for now. It's called the incircle radius. There, I hope you enjoyed this little digression about triangles, circumcenter, and incenter radii. And I hope you find more and find other interesting things about polygons. And subscribe to my channel for more MAT videos about polygons. And goodbye!